Hey, what's gamers? It's me, Hard Gamer, and welcome. Welcome back to another Dungeon Dragon Cyperior, Volume 3, Chapter 2, Sinful Reunion. And today's chapter is going to be based around the person I'm currently with, which is Corrupted, also known as Shinoba.
Hello everyone, it is I. I have nothing else to add to that.
Okay, so, real quick, give me the name of your main character, the race of your main character, your class, and background, and then we'll start your stories.
Okay, so for my main character, his name is Noi. He is well, in this world it's technically considered a demon, so tiefling. Wait, repeat what you said for me to say.
Class and background.
class, class. For class, okay, he is um, paladin for the class, and background he is okay. So I'm not sure if I should like say the full class because
You
but
mean background?
oh, background, yeah, background. My brain is fucked. Holy shit. Okay, so his background is the Pride Prince of Hell.
You could have just said noble.
Eh, it doesn't really matter. It's not like the rest of our friend group's gonna be watching this.
That's true. Not until later.
They can't watch it until later.
Technically, anyone could watch your stream. It just cannot be Kiwi.
Ah,
Yeah, because Kiwi's your player.
doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if everyone watches it. Okay, so that's all you needed for me to
For
say.
what you need to say, like that's just what I wanted everyone to know, that what your main player character will be. You still got to say the story at least of like summarization of that, and then your main boss.
Okay.
Start with whoever you feel like it.
Okay, I'm going to start with my main character because that's the most easiest one to get out of the way.
All
Um,
right.
shit. Fuck. Uh,
This is also a great way to improve your DM skills
yeah, I know.
and your talking skills.
And
Spotlight's
people
on you right now.
don't do that. That makes you more anxious.
Yeah, it's an interrogation now.
Okay, so I'm not sure what year this is taking place in,
This
but
is depending on you. What year do you want to make it? Again, it could be present, it could be a little bit in the past, it could be basically the year you were born if you really wanted to. Or you can just make it present or in the past. You can't do future because that's illegal.
impossible.
That literally the year is 3000, so that's your present day.
3,000, 3,000, 3,000.
That's your present day.
Okay,
All
the
right.
year 3000. Okay, so this is going to be taking place in the year 2000. I feel like that would be the most appropriate way to do this.
Yeah.
Um, taking place in a tower, a tower in, should I say hell?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Okay, so in a huge castle, there lived, okay, there lived the siblings, well, the seven siblings of the Sins. I'm not sure if I should say all names, but Noi being the second, we made him the second oldest, if I remember
No, we
correctly.
made him the oldest.
Ah, shit, he is the oldest. Crap, I need to go back and
Rose
change
is the
that.
second oldest, but the oldest daughter.
Okay, so, okay, so in the in the okay, so in the seven rings of hell, blah 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 blah, all seven demons are all seven siblings are coming to the castle to have a final meeting before. I'm not sure if the war with the gods happened in this world or
Oh, there's no. It was never with gods.
no. Okay, so meeting
It
with
was
the
the
gods.
magic war, but that never happened.
Okay, then yeah, no. What I'm thinking of right now is the meeting between the gods and the hell people. Okay, so shit. Am I really doing this properly? I need to. Okay,
Sounds fine, I guess. I don't really know.
I'm. I may be fucking this. I may be fucking this up completely, but eh. If I don't keep consistency, that's my bad. I don't really DM that much. But all seven siblings are sitting around at a table, and they're coming up with a plan to see if they can make a deal with the gods to make it where demons and the people up on Earth can have like a relationship to like make it where they can roam the Earth instead of having to stay in hell. And an argument between the sin of wrath and gluttony started to form because of the fact that the sin of wrath wanted to fight with the gods because wait, should I say names or no?
It's up to you. This is your
Okay,
story. I'm not in charge of this.
okay.
Like I said,
So
Kiwi informed us a little too much on their story, but it's fine.
this is okay. Crystal, the sin of wrath. She was telling Rose, the sin of gluttony, that the reason why we're in hell in the first place is because the gods wanted nothing to do with us or our kind, and the fact that we're trying to sit here and ask them for permission for us to stay, well, to go up onto the earth, isn't really a smart idea because they'll just send us back. While Rose, the sin of gluttony, the smartest one in the room to be precise, says that we can make a deal with them, saying that they know that we're strong enough to be gods ourselves. So why not make a deal that we will sacrifice our power for them so we can go back up in Earth? Because being in hell is not a great place, and being the leaders of it makes it a lot harder on us. Because suffering is what we're doing most because we have to hear people scream their heads off. And me specifically, Rose is pointing at herself. I love silence because of the fact that it keeps my brain from trying to destroy this place itself. And as the argument is going on, May, the sin of, well, wait, Chloe, the sin of sloth, silently raises her hand and says, how about we try manipulating them? The whole entire room goes silent and looks at Chloe. Envy. Wait, who's Envy again?
If you have to look at our pinned messages.
Looking at it right now. Da 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 da. Okay, Envy. This is Kai. Kai, the sin of Envy. Look, looks at May and basically gives this wicked grin. How about we try killing every last one of them first, then we go to the head honcho and manipulate him into making us the leaders of hell. Well, not heaven. Heaven. Shit. Making us the leaders of heaven itself. I mean, he's the one who's in charge of the holy relics, if I'm not mistaken.
What are you talking about?
The like the leader of hell, well, heaven. Fuck, am I really stumbling on my words
The
this badly?
leader of heaven should be Derek,
Yeah. So
the
the
god of
sin
life.
of the sin of envy, Kai, is basically sitting here and telling everyone that if we kill everyone, well, every last god there, then go to the head honcho. You said Damien, right?
Derek.
Derek. These are just not in my brain.
No.
That sounded wrong on so many levels. Okay. If we go to heaven ourselves and kill everyone and capture Derek, we can manipulate him into making us the leaders. And we can destroy everything he worked so hard to keep precious to him. Rose chimes in saying, then what's the purpose of going after all the gods if we're only going to be going after the main one? Manipulating him would be easy, but at the same time, it really wouldn't work in our favor because there's a lot more gods than sins. And we're not even at our full power yet because of the fact that they took majority of it from us. I'm pretty sure I would say that Noe himself would have just walked out because he'd find this conversation really, really pointless. And plus of the fact that he doesn't really give two flying shits on what happens with anything that happens with heaven or hell. He just cares when he just cares if he gets
You know what I
praise.
just realized?
What?
Around this time, Ace and Winter should already be passed away.
Yeah. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, you're right.
Because Winter lived a mortal life, and he was already in his 20s back in the 1920s.
Then yeah,
He would have been over 80. He's definitely passed away by now.
that's why I haven't mentioned Ace because I was thinking that the whole entire time.
Yeah, I have to point that out for the viewers that this is taking place like after Swamp the Unknown. It's still that timeline. I have to point out that Ace, Corrupted's OG, literal OG character, should technically be dead by now.
And I was actually about to bring up the fact that, um, okay, so Rose still at the table with the rest of the siblings as Noi already left. It's already bad enough that one of our siblings decided to become mortal for one of the supposed angels of heaven, and since we don't know where his soul is resting right now, it's better off if we make the deal of giving our power to them so we can help and protect everything so a mistake like that never happens again. Then Crystal, Sin of Wrath, stands up abruptly, practically almost flipping over the table and basically pointing her finger at Rose. It's only the only reason why Ace is no longer with us is because of the fact that the angels manipulated him into dating that supposed Wonder Boy wannabe, because all Ace was thinking about was getting dick up his ass. By the way, Ace is not the bottom of that situation. They just don't care about sexuality. They don't really care what Ace really does with his life. Mainly because Ace was a sin of lust, and they don't really pay attention to the sexual relationships he has. They all just think he's the bottom for some reason.
Alright, continuing. You don't have to go into too much detail about that. We already know lust is sexual desire.
Rose stands
Moving on.
up from her own chair, saying, "We all know that Ace was actively in love with that man. There is no purpose of pointing fingers at the dead. Um, as The whole entire argument inside the room continues. Noi is walking around the walking around. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the father and mother. Well, the father is still here, but the mother is gone.
N
If I
no. Wait, the father. Wait, hold up. Are you talking about their parents?
yes, yes,
Okay, so Satan and his mom, and his wife at the time. I think we
yes.
made it where she passed away and he still lives.
Okay. Shit. Okay. As Noi is walking out of the room and basically walking down the hallway, he he stumbles upon his father, who is currently, how do I describe this? Because they don't have phones back then, so
Um, no, this is near 2000. Phones should exist by then.
oh then yeah, you're okay.
It's just the corded phones or like flip phones.
He basically sees his father yelling on the phone, practically boiling over his usual rage limit, and he's basically screaming, "How can you let some random thing into our family? You're supposed to be protecting people in heaven. We're supposed to be protecting people in hell. There is no purpose of you trying to spread your seed in my family. I don't care how much they were in love with each other. My son has no reason being anywhere near you and your filthy kind." Then, after he says that, he basically throws his phone onto the wall, and the phone shatters into pieces. Noi, on the other hand, not really wanting to start shit in his family, basically walks out the house and roams the one of the seven rings of hell, if I remember correctly. If that's how he made hell, right?
No, I think we are going to keep it biblical where it's 9 rings.
Okay.
There's the normal 7 rings for the like 7 sins. Then there's heaven, and then there's the Middle Earth. And again, each of them are based around um the rings are based around the type of color the said sins are. Of the current sins, I should specify.
What color did we make
Noi, I think we made him. Oh, we made the boys a shade of red, and we made the girls a shade of blue. So I think Noi is. I think he is supposed to be orange.
Let me
He's either
double
orange or
check.
yellow or pink. Because Ace was red, pure red. I do remember. Okay, so how I think we made it was Ace was red, Rose was, I think, green, Chloe was blue, Crystal was, I think, purple.
Let me look at
Uh,
pin messages.
I I don't know if we pinned them or even made them. I know, like, I do remember the guys were supposed to be like shades of red to like the warm colors, and then the girls were supposed to be the shades of
Okay, found it, found it,
purple.
found it.
Okay, what were they?
Um, okay, so Pride was red.
Oh, Pride was red? Oh, that means we made Ace differently.
I don't think we went with a specific color scheme. Because from what I'm seeing, Pride is red, Wrath is orange, Gluttony is yellow, Greed is green, Lust is blue, Envy is purple, and Sloth is pink.
Yeah, but that was the shade of their skin tones. So which means Ace wasn't red, he was something else.
Shit. Did we not? Did we really fuck up this bad with this guy?
Wow, we really fucked up this family. We needed to discuss more about this family than I thought. I get they were a fucked up family, but at the same time, it's like, good lord, I didn't realize we fucked up like their racial colors.
Bro, we fucked up the family in history and in person.
Well, it is a multiverse, so there could be a lot of. We could just blame it on that. We could say, "Oh, the multiverse did that."
Oh yeah, no, they somehow switched their color.
Okay, so Pride was red, so that is no, he's red. So Ace was what color? Lust?
What's blue?
He was blue. Okay, that is weird. So he was a blue tiefling, and we made him red. And Swamp of the Unknown. Oh my god, we suck. Well, we're gonna make that the official color scheme, I guess.
End stream, guys, end stream. We're embarrassing ourselves.
No, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, he also had the mixture of Pride at the time in Swamp of the Unknown, so I guess it made sense why he was also red. So we could blame it on that too, where after taking the sin's powers, you turn into that color. Or get a shade of it into your color scheme. Like if you were a human and you took the power of the sin of Pride, your hair would probably most likely change if you were a human. Or eyes. I don't think your skin tone would change. I think it'd stay the same. I think it'd have to do something with like your hair or eyes if you weren't a tiefling.
I think we did it with hair. But
Yeah, I think we did. I would assume we did it with something, with hair or eyes, or both even. Because if you're not a tiefling, then how the hell are we gonna explain? Be like, oh, this human has red skin. Weren't they white? Exactly.
bro.
That sounds bad on paper as is, so we're not gonna do it that way. We're doing it hair and eyes. Anyways, we're getting off track like usual, so continue.
There's something really wrong with us with this.
Oh,
Um,
Corrupted, do you want me to give you confirmation about who the current ruler is of Hell?
yes.
It's Lilith.
Okay.
She's the queen of Hell. Because in this moment, Cyric is dead.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling because I was like, as I was continuing, I was gonna make it where he ended up talking with Lilith to make a deal with like, so can I become like a god or something like that?
Well, she is one of the original. Well, not. She's like the first child of a god. So in a way, yes and no.
Because I was gonna ask you to voice her when I get to that part.
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling you were going to. I just had to give confirmation that Cyric is dead right now in this timeline, like at this time as well. Like even in year 3000, he'll still most likely be dead.
I don't think we ever brought him back, but
No, he
like you
did.
said,
From volume 2.
oh yeah,
Volume 1 and
so
2, he was
got
supposed to be
more-
the big bad, but then we fight him, and then boom, he's just dead now. Again.
all because they made a huge mistake on opening a book.
Opening a book, yeah, she had to open the book. The Book of Mistra. Which is even funnier, because that's your great-grandmother.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Well, as Noi is like walking around in one of the rings of hell, I'm not sure which one he's walking in. He suddenly gets the thought of, like, as like the conversation from the room was playing in his mind of, what plan should we do to like get back on Earth and like have our own way of living instead of having to be stuck here in like a constant state of torture. He makes his way to basically try to talk to his grandmother, Lilith, which he ended up back in the castle, but on the very top floor, in one of the only rooms there, he slowly knocks on one of the doors to see if she is even inside of the castle, which she was in the last door on the left. And he softly knocks and opens the door, basically. Trying not to, like, barge in because he knows his pride can't withstand the strength of Lilith.
Nothing can withstand her power.
So he walks in and basically looks around to see Lilith sitting at her own desk writing in a book. Not sure what she's writing, but she is writing something. What would he even call her? Huh.
I feel like all the Sin's siblings, like the grandchildren, would call her different, like Nana, uh, grandmama, uh, grandmother. Like I feel like Rose would call her grandmother because that's elegantness.
I feel like Noi would just call her grands, or granny.
Granny. Oh my God, he's Oron from Genshin Impact. Granny.
Well, he is a dragon demon, so.
Oh, that's right. We also made them different types of
Demons, yeah.
yeah, like the type of like he's a dragon. Like we kind of did base it off of like Aluva Boss in a way. Like all of them are flying creatures as well as their color scheme. Which is so funny. You would think the Wrath would be the dragon, but no, it's the Pride.
Wrath would be something more vicious, but I'm not sure
Vicious but
what.
able to fly. I think an ostrich would fit them. No, there's obviously another flying animal that's more aggressive. I think most likely an eagle or something like that. Those things
Yeah,
are very aggressive.
bro, I would never want to be near to an eagle.
I have a feeling Rose would be like a crow or a raven.
I think we made her a butterfly.
No, we should probably change it to a crow or a raven because they're really smart birds.
I'd say a raven.
Yeah, because they're ginormous.
We can figure all that stuff out
Yeah, we
later.
can figure this out after the stream is over. But all right, so you enter her room and what do you call her?
Yo, Granny. I have something to ask you.
Hello, Noi. What is it they need to ask me?
Okay, so, you know how the whole entire situation with Ace and his lover ended up with, right?
And what's wrong with that?
It's not that it's wrong, it's just the fact that the rest of my siblings, or the Sins, are arguing in the main room about what they should do because they feel like Heaven did them wrong for that.
Heaven did nothing wrong. They're doing their jobs like the rest of us. And if we need to, I can talk to my friends about that too.
Okay.
Because I don't like how you're disrespecting my friends right in front of my face. Plus, I could easily hear Rose and Crystal in the overhead talking about kidnapping one of my friends.
I honestly have nothing to do with that. I don't want anything to do with that.
So to give us some closure for the viewers, because I know this is kind of also a story that we never really touched upon. Lilith is the same age as Derek and Gwyneth. They were all born the same year, which was year 1. AC, I should technically say.
Woo, year 1 babies. I feel like I had to do
They
that.
were like the start of like the start of the next generation of gods, and then they had to slowly start making the next generation of just like possible demigods or the start of humanity. However, they had to change that rule because things were going haywire with Lilith's family, and so they had to enclose them off from everyone. And so they had to make their own humanity by using two other people who are also about roughly the same age as Lilith, Derek, and Gwyneth. However, one of the two people is dead. They did pass away because they didn't want to keep him around. The two people I'm talking about are still keeping biblical in a way. Adam and Eve. Adam is no longer part of the living, but Eve is still alive. Somewhere. Anyways, moving on. Just had to give that really quick snippet of our lovely like original gods in a way.
My characters have way too much lore.
Yeah, Corrupted's characters is probably the biggest lores like drops ever because me and Corrupted just keep talking and talking and talking, and then we make up a whole story of like, yes, the seven deadly sins have children and their parents are evil beings, basically. Yes.
But so Noi looks at Lilith. Okay, so despite whatever is happening down there, I have nothing or don't want anything to do with that. I have my own goals, to be precise. And I came here to ask you, is it possible for any of us to become gods?
I'd have to ask the current goddess of fate for that one. She's the only one who decides who is a god in the future. No promises that all of you will be gods or goddesses. I would have to contact her almost immediately because it is that time where you all have to be designated to being a godhood.
Knowing my siblings now, only at least 3 of us would be making it. And obviously, one of them is going to be me.
Oh, wow. You really are prideful, aren't you?
Well, you're the reason why we're like this way, isn't it?
Oh, you kind of pissed her off, I'm not gonna lie. Do not blame me on this curse.
I know. Our father wasn't really one to tell us about it anyways.
And he had no right to do so. That curse is meant for me to know. My sons just so happily get involved with it too. However, the curse is lifted in a way. New timeline, that is.
But even a new timeline.
That timeline doesn't bother you. You weren't a god at the time, so you don't have any memories of it, so I'm not going to even inform you. However, even though the curse is basically lifted, I'm still worried that that curse will come back eventually. Hexia knows better than just to get rid of a curse just like that.
Okay, for the record, I feel like me and Hoodie should explain the whole entire curse thing. I feel like he already explained it inside of...
I explained it in a lot of the campaigns from the past, but for the newer viewers, the curse of what I'm talking about with this family is the seven deadly sins. The curse was that laid upon after Lilith was born. She had 7 sisters. All, however, unfortunately perished because of a certain someone. Because she thought she was a curse, she called herself a Jinx for a while. So she changed her name from Lilith to Jinx for a while, up until she found out she had a brother. Then she realized she wasn't cursed and something was wrong. Then, as years went on, she finally learns the truth that she was cursed by her future husband, who was also supposed to be her future father. Yes, I know, it's really demented how that works. So, and also the baby's fathers, basically. The seven deadly sins that you know of, like right now, Lucifer, Satan, Leviathan, so on. Their father was also supposed to be their grandfather. So it's kind of a weird thing. Um, let's see. All of them being a year apart from each other. And how this actual thing works is she gave birth to seven children. Eventually, all seven of those children would perish after the next one, whichever sibling it was, gets seven kids, guaranteed the loop will start over again. Fortunately, in this new timeline, none of them of the current seven Sin's kids have betrothed with a whole seven kids of their own. The curse has technically been lifted until further notice.
Now that has been explained.
Now that has been explained. So, and the reason why seven is of main importance is because in the real lore of Mystra, the goddess of magic, she does have seven daughters. However, twisted it where Lilith is actually the firstborn, and then she has seven sisters after that, who all die immediately after they were born. And then the curse is that she gets seven kids, then they die after they have seven kids, and it's an endless cycle of nonstop death.
Because in their eyes, the sins are too powerful and they need to be like dealt with.
Dealt with in some way, shape, or form, but however, the curse also makes it where they are immortal up until they know that they reach their wits' end, or they make a deal making them mortal and having to be erased from the equation. As we know from Ace and Winter, Ace removed himself, meaning he wasn't the one of the seven kids that were supposed to have the seven kids next, guaranteed. So it's one of the current six kids that are supposed to have the seven kids to start the next curse generation. However, the curse has also been kind of lifted where now the seven deadly sins, the originals, are actually alive. They just have no powers and they're stuck as just mere demons. Basically, the new version of the curse is after the next seven sins that are born, the original seven sins that have that current power, their powers get moved to those seven kids.
And the powers that are shifted are random, so...
Yeah, so whoever's the firstborn, it doesn't matter. One of the sins will lose their powers, and it will immediately go to the eldest. And then that person who was supposed to be in that placement of the eldest, that person will lose their powers. So, for instance, because Ace is dead, Lust is on the table. So if any of them actually have a biological kid, that thing will immediately get the sin of lust.
No matter what they do.
No matter what they do, they will become the new lust. Anyways, that's the lore of the curse. Now we continue from there.
I feel like... Okay. My brain... Okay, shit. Where did we leave off? Okay, he asked if they could then...
If they can choose to be a god, she'd have to talk to the current goddess of fate.
She went off on the fact that...
the fact that you blamed her for the curse.
Then she was talking about the fact that the father wasn't supposed to know about the curse at all.
But he did because she warned them, but then they ended up just snitching on every kid they had.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that I can't say much about the other ones. But it's a good thing that our generation is a lot more smarter than theirs, if I do say so myself.
Spare me the details. No, I don't want to hear that who's smarter than others.
I know you're the smartest one out of all of us. Just saying. But
Flattery won't get you nowhere, boy.
anyways, I'll be looking forward to seeing if becoming a god would be in my future, even though I know it's gonna happen. But that's for Miss Faith to decide, I guess. He says that as he turns around and basically walks out of the room, and it fades to black at that moment. Fast forwarding to present time.
Year 3000.
Yes. I'm not sure if. Okay, so I know I don't want to explain a shit ton of stuff that's happening, but if I'm not mistaken, there was a tiny war that involved with the Sin of Wrath's death.
Only on the Land of the Gods.
Okay, yeah. So there was a small war that happened during the time skip that I'm doing right now, where it ended off with the death of. Give me 1 second.
I think it was basically Sin of Wrath, Sin of Sloth, the sin of why am I forgetting? Like, okay, so Lust is already dead. It would be Wrath, Sloth. This is during the war. God, what are the other sins? I keep forgetting. Let's just say the ones who survive are pride, gluttony, and envy.
Yeah. Okay. So after the war, shit, I forgot her name. Crystal, if I remember correctly.
Crystal
That's
was
no
Wrath.
Rose.
Rose is not
Rose.
is gluttony.
Rose ended up making a deal with Derek.
Derek, the god of life.
Okay, Derek, the God of Life, to end the war, and with that, the 3 remaining siblings decided to basically surrender their power to become
Greed.
wolf.
Oh my god, I forgot about greed. There we go. Caden.
Greed. Guys, we forgot a whole entire sibling.
I was like, who the fuck is the last? That like bothered me for so long. I had to like think. I was like, Caden. Oh my god, I couldn't think of his name. So yeah, it's Chloe, Caden, Crystal, and um
No, wait.
no, hold up. Kai. No, not Kai. Ace. Give me a second. I got it. Ace, Caden, Crystal, Chloe, and no, that's it. They are the ones who died.
Because if I remember correctly, at this time, one of them. Because if I remember correctly, we made it where only Rose and Noy are still alive because someone was still going to do like a final act of rebellion for everyone.
Yeah, which made sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna have to figure out who was the one that did the rebellion because it's either.
The last one, Kai. He was the envy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Okay. Okay, then I remember properly how this story is gonna be basically going from right here. So, after Rose made the deal of letting the 3 remaining siblings become gods and like serve under them, every everything was going great until one of the siblings, specifically Envy, decided that they weren't really in the right state of mind, or like they didn't feel like they got in the right revenge for the way that they were treated. So, as his final act of rebellion towards angels and like gods in general, he decided to sneak into the what is the place where all the relics are held?
Not all the relics, only one.
Well, yeah, one of the relics. The
I
the
don't know what
strongest.
I don't know what we called that place, but it was in the Lane of the Gods.
Well, he decided to sneak into the highly defensed base where the relic that Derek himself made.
Derek didn't make it.
Wait, no, the gods of all gods made. We didn't give him that guy a name, did we?
I did. I'm not telling you.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
That's a lore character I can't tell any of you.
I know. Okay, so Kai, the Sin of Envy, snuck into the highly defensed area where this relic was kept, and somehow managed to sneak out. But the thing is that this relic has a specific property to it. Whoever is holding it and the weapon, if the weapon doesn't see the person as worthy of holding the weapon, the person that's holding the weapon eventually dies in a very painful or very sad way. And with Kai thinking that taking this would be the ultimate disrespect for all angels and gods alike, he snuck away with it and basically almost got away with it. And after swimming across a lake and ending up on a beach. Shit, wait.
It wasn't
That's
Blake,
what
it
I
was the
said.
ocean.
Ocean! Look, oh wait, my brain.
I was like, a fucking lake? Bro, where the hell is he?
A lake? Where is he? The Garden of Eden. Okay, so as Kai was swimming across the ocean that connects land to the realms of the gods, the sword, or whatever it was at the time, was taking away his life energy as he was swimming. And for the record, I forgot to mention this part. When Noi became a god, he wasn't living in the realm of the gods. He was doing his own thing randomly, was just living his life the way he wanted. Basically, gaining a lot of followers because his main title as a god, I'm not sure if I should say this part.
It's up to you.
Should I? Okay, so his main title as a god is the god of protection. And as he was basically traveling everywhere, he gained a lot of followers because of the fact that everywhere he went, he saw danger, apparently. Well, everywhere he saw danger, he'd help out in exchange for either praise or full-blown money. And he wouldn't really keep the money, he'd spend it for basically anything. Food, games, basically anything you can think of, he used the money for. Besides living in a house. Because who needs that? Okay. But as Noi was walking randomly, he saw his little brother. I think we made him the little brother, right?
Yeah, again, Noise is the oldest.
But like we made Kai the
The
youngest, right?
youngest, yeah, the youngest male.
No, it was the youngest male was Kai, but the
His
youngest female
youngest was Chloe.
Okay, so he saw his youngest brother basically clinging onto. I feel like we described it as a dagger at the moment because.
No, it was a sword.
Okay, so he
And it
was.
doesn't change its shape or form, it just stays a sword.
I thought we didn't make it where it changes shape.
No, he didn't. That was your signature weapon.
Oh yeah, my signature weapon was that. Uh, okay.
This thing cannot change its shape or form.
So the picture I sent you of what it looks like is staying as that.
Yes.
Ah.
A
Okay.
sword with wings.
And eyes.
Well, the eye part we might get rid of.
If only you guys can see it.
We could show it in the future.
True.
But of
If
course, the
we.
thumbnail is going to be something different, obviously, so.
Okay. He noticed his brother slowly, like, dying on the sand, and Noi basically walks up to him. I'm not sure what voice he'd have. Shit.
You gave him a voice earlier.
No, I'm talking about Kai.
Yeah, you gave him a voice earlier.
I did?
Right, yeah, right after Chloe made it a suggestion, Kai was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I did.
The only one you didn't give a voice to was obviously Caden and Ace, obviously, because he's dead, but Caden was alive still.
Kaden wasn't really doing much.
Caden wasn't doing much, he was just counting money.
He was really sitting there like, this argument's pointless. I'm just gonna sit here and count money.
He is the accountant of the family, I would not lie.
Bro only cared he would steal the money as he's doing the account.
Okay, we need to stop getting sidetracked because we are postponing this too long, and you still have one more character's story to do, at least.
Okay. So I'm not gonna go into full detail about the whole entire conversation they had, but Noi basically took the sword from Kai, and as Kai basically, well, not basically, as Kai died, leaving only two siblings now, Noi and Rose. But not Rose doesn't know that Kai is dead. You need to stop with three-letter names. But
You really need to stop with those.
okay, but uh, Kai's basic final wish was to make it where the gods don't receive this sword again. And as being the older brother and not really wanting to fail a family member because he still surprisingly cares about him, he basically obliges and holds onto the weapon for the years and years to come, or the future, whatever Hoodie has planned for us.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, making it where Noi is now one of the current champions of. Don't know what the name of this weapon is.
Oh, he is the current champion of the Godslayer.
Yeah, the current champion of the Godslayer. And at this moment, Noi buries his brother in the beach sand and basically goes on with his life. And that's where we end it.
That story, at least.
Now, on to the second story.
The main villain.
My main villain.
Woo, woo, woo,
This
woo.
one.
This one doesn't have to be too long.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Also, we're up to 21 viewers.
hello, people. Hopefully, our friends aren't in there. Um, okay, so for my villain, wait, what was his name again?
You came up with that one. You never told me.
Give me a second. I had it written down somewhere.
Over the rainbow. Hmm.
My stomach is growling.
So is mine. Because I can smell my food.
I feel like you should go eat.
They haven't called me yet, so
Okay. Wait a minute. Where the fuck did I place his name? Ain't no way I deleted it.
Nosferatu.
Shit, I think I deleted his name.
Oh
Oops.
shit. I'll just come up with a name.
Temporary name is gonna be Haku. Okay, so for Haku, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be going into many detail about his background and other shit, but he is of Dampier, and
Say whatever you want, it doesn't matter.
okay, well, I'm not sure where the setting would start. Fuck. Because if I remember correctly, you said we still have to implement the Covenant Discord, right?
Yeah. You could just skip to that. Be like, okay, this is this character, describe him, like what he's all about, and then you get to the summarization and be like, where's he at now?
Okay. Okay, so my character Haku, he is one of the 6 members. If I'm is it 6?
6.
Okay, one of the 6 members of the Covenant Discord. He is a Shadow Demon Dampier. That's what we made it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not sure if I butchered the Shadow Demon part. Okay, so
That was more like a
his
shadow angel.
Shadow Angel Dampier. Yeah, that does sound more
Well, that's
freakishly.
because well, shadow fallen angel, I should specify. Because if we're basing on who I think it is, that person's a fallen angel.
Okay, yeah, he is. He is. Do. And I'm not sure if you want me to explain the main ability or not.
You don't have to. You can keep that one a
Okay.
secret.
And this character currently resides over the land of the dead. And that's where we're gonna take place. Haku is currently walking around the land, basically humming to himself as he basically is walking around dead bodies and skulls, if that's what we decided to basically describe the area.
That was up to you.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
There's just 3 paths. That's all it is, like to a set area, but you can't access it because you're not dead. You're undead, but
I
you're
know.
not dead. Dead.
It's kind of hard to kill something like him.
Yeah.
But he is basically walking around where the first original path splits into 3. He's basically just walking around in that general area, humming to himself, and I'm not sure if I should do it as like a flashback or like a memory thing, but he you voiced the leader in everything, right?
Yes.
What was the main mission for him again? Like finding the relic, right?
Everyone's is finding the relic.
Basically, as he is humming, he basically stops and stands in place as he basically remembers the words that his leader told him to do for his mission here. Because I'm not sure if it's been years already.
No, this is present time. Well, no, this is. Oh, wait, Corrupted, you're breaking a rule.
Oh wait, crap! My bad, my bad, my bad.
If you're saying, oh, he's thinking of something from the past and then he's breaking a rule. All right, no, he's not. It depends on when do you want this to be?
Uh, basically when he first got there.
Okay, so when you first got to the island?
Yes, the island.
So when that guy first got on the island, so okay. Hello there.
Yes.
My name doesn't matter right now. However, I do want your help for something in the future.
My help for what?
You see, I've been trying to find other members. I've currently already recruited, about 2 people before you. It'd be very much helpful if you joined me.
What do I get out of this?
In return, I could help you get your revenge on the ones who wronged you.
How do you know about that?
I know a lot of things. I know you're a prince of a kingdom that died long, long ago. People don't even remember it. It's known as the Forgotten Kingdom, as most people would call it these days. And at this rate, it's just a myth, right? Or am I wrong? And it was really a real place. And if so, that just makes it even better for you to listen to me.
You know what? Sure. If it helps me get my revenge, then there's nothing else I need help with for that.
Oh, excellent. So, about your weapon that you have.
This thing?
Do you want me to modify it for you?
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. I'll give you some of my powers into it, which turns into your current weapon of choice.
The sword.
The sword.
Sword.
Yeah,
The
he
sword.
created the sword for you.
Got it.
So your sword goes through a full transformation. It went from like a rapier to like this more future tech-esque looking sword now.
Um, okay, so he basically gives it a swing and almost chops down half of the forest they're in.
Ooh, that sure gives a lot of oomph to it, I guess. That's not even half the powers I just gave you either. That's
So
just
what
a
exact?
little enhancement of like 5% of my power.
So what exactly am I helping you with?
I need you to come find me at a said time and a said place called Cyperior. In the year 3000, I will be needing your help. Do we have a deal?
Sure.
You
He
shake
holds
his
out his
hand,
Yes. Bada bing, bada boom.
and like that, a demon's deal cannot be broken.
Back to the present. He basically opens his eyes. Best deal I've made all my life. But still can't find this stupid relic, huh? And I can't pass these. And I can't go through these paths. I guess I'll have to keep waiting till people who can go through here appears eventually. Not sure how long that would be, but hey, anything to get this mission done. And he continues walking around humming to himself. And that's where that ends.
Wow, I want to point this out. You ended it the same way Kiwi did with the main boss. I think almost
Pretty
all of you are
much.
going to do the same ending at this rate.
It's like, oh, we're currently at our area. We're like thinking to ourselves. We flash back to when we first meet the
Well, I
leader.
guess this could considered like being the future because it's not present because you because you are supposed to be in Cyperior at year 3000 where when you get to your places it's supposed to be like at least a couple months afterwards after the meeting.
So I kind of did break a rule.
But at the same time I broke the rule. I allowed that.
Hooray! I get free pass.
You get a free pass for that at least because it's like, well, I didn't tell Kiwi that, so it's only fair. You can word it like that. You can't just say, "Oh, it's 10 years in the future." Bitch, no, the fuck it cannot. I don't even know what happened in 10 years.
But hey, at least I did the second part well. The
Yeah.
first part we were trying to
We
butcher
were
through.
so struggling and yet we just improvised with your second one and yet it was better and more better worded too.
But
And do you want to
hey,
give a quick summarization of your side character or do you want to just tell me that in private?
I shall tell you that in private.
All right, then we can end the stream now.
Bye,
So,
people.
if you guys enjoy this live stream, please leave a like, please subscribe, catch your get notified when we live upload video. And most likely next weekend we will start the next chapter, hopefully, of another character. And then I think all we have left are just 2 players left, and then we are off to the real deal.
That sounds like an actual chapter name.
Real deal?
Yeah.
I could make that a real thing and make it like a gambling episode.
Kakagiri who?
Oh my god, I'm so horny for gambling.
Goodness, I loved and hate that show.
I hated it, but loved it. I was like, damn, her main character is kind of sweet. And then we see a real personality. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, she's insane.
Not sweet she is not sweet at all. She has a mask. But
Anyways,
anyways,
bye.
bye.